But I think everybody's in. Okay, please start.
Hello everyone.
Welcome.
Long time no see. But the time is going fast. Huh? The last time was before Shavuos, and we're almost Tisha B'Av already. Oh Hashem. So we're going to touch again in a new subject. I think so. For me, it was interesting. I didn't finish everything. I have so much what to see. It's a subject about someone that is traveling in Tisha B'Av, Tammoez, any fast, any Steinis, yeah. Because normally, for example, if I fly from Europe, yeah, to America, I'm going back in the time. So sometimes can be there. My flight is 11 o'clock in the morning in Yud Zayin B'Tammuz. There is a Tainis, and when I get to America, it's still 2 o'clock in the afternoon there. But here in Holland already finished the time. It's already night. But there is still 2 o'clock in the afternoon. I have now to make another 5 hours. What I should do? Or opposite, if I'm flying from America to Israel or to Europe, whatever it is, I'm going further, I'm going much faster. So if, for example, I'm traveling from America in the night of Purim, in the night of whatever, in the night of Yud Zayin B'Tammuz, yeah? And I'm getting here already 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Very good, I have only a few hours and it's finished the Tainis. But in America, it's still a long day.
The opposite, if you fly from Amsterdam to Shanghai or so, you have 2 days.
We go to, yeah, that is a...
You have 2 days.
That's the second part, yeah. We're going to see, have this question. We're getting there. Oh, so I have many questions about this. But let's start from the first step is like a few hours difference. The next step is someone that is flying from Sydney, for example, in Australia, to Honolulu.
The dateline.
Yeah.
How you call it? Dateline?
You are 1 day back.
The dateline.
Yeah, the dateline. We call it Hebrew Kav Amashve. Yeah. So now you're going day back. For example, he give you a whole story here. You say, for example, a person, he give even hours. A person that is leaving Sydney, 11:45, yeah, in the morning. In the 8th of Av.
The 8th of Av.
8th of Av, yeah. Now, to get to Honolulu, you have to make a stopover in an island that is called Fiji,
yeah.
Fiji, you know? Fiji.
Oh, the Fiji Island.
Fiji Island. Where is this?
In the middle, in the Great Ocean. I said the Grote Oceaan, weet dat?
The photos,
yeah.
It's in the area of
Atlantic.
Australia.
No.
Yeah,
Pacific. So long.
So
Stille Grote
Oceaan. Stille Oceaan, Pacific. Pacific heet het.
So let's imagine this trip. They're leaving Erev Tisha B'Av, 8th of Tisha B'Av. They're leaving 11 o'clock in the morning from Sydney to Fiji. They getting to Fiji 9 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, we're going back 2 hours. Okay?
Same 8 hours.
Yeah, it's still 8 of
Same
Av. And from there, they go to flight in the night to Honolulu in the Hawaii. Yeah? And they go to get there 2:15 in the afternoon. But they get in 2:15 in the afternoon from the same day, from 8th of Av, because you're going 1 day back. Okay? But the question is, they have to make now 2 days of Tisha B'Av or not? What they should do? You're going 1 day back.
Baptize.
Huh?
Baptize.
Yeah, let's see. So that's what question that we have. We go together. We have to start step by step, but we go to see everything. We hope to see everything together. So before we start, like every time I take a small idea about these days that we are in the days that's called Ben HaMetzarim. Yeah, Ben HaMetzarim, from Yud Zayin B'Tammuz until Tisha B'Av, it starts the Beis Hamikdash to be destroyed. Yeah, so it's the 3 Vekos. So the question, not the question, but we have was a rabbi in Israel. His name was Rav Galinsky. Rav Galinsky was a very short person. He was always happy. He was in the war. He was have a very difficult life, but always he was trying to see everything the positive way. So he wrote a lot of Sfarim, a lot of books, and he brings here something interesting. Like it's not so long. He say in the Arizal. In the Sefer Arizal, he say, Chag Lashem Machar. Yeah? What is mean Chag Hashem Machar? The Chumash Shemot. The Arizal is bringing a raya Machar, is mean like the days from Yud Zayin B'Tammuz until Tisha B'Av is going to be after Mashiach a big Yom Tov. Yud Zayin B'Tammuz is going to be Yom Tov. The 3 weeks is going to be Chol HaMoed. And Tisha B'Av is going to be the last day of the Yom. That's what the Arizal bring. Okay? But he asked a simple question. He say, I don't understand. We have many examples. Let's say or examples that connect to us. We have Pesach. Yeah? Which day you have more simcha in Pesach? The first day or the last day? Let's be like open. The first day you're excited, you have the matzah the first time, you have the Leila Seder, you have the whole mitzvot, you're fresh. You're coming the last days already tired, you know?
So back to normal. What is the last day?
So the end of the Chag Pesach is the last Yom Tov after Chol HaMoed to have the second part of Pesach is not the same. So why the Arizal say that when it's coming Mashiach, Yud Zayin B'Tammuz is going to be Yom Tov, the 3 weeks is going to be Chol HaMoed, and Tisha B'Av is going to be what? The second Yom Tov. But wait, Yud Zayin B'Tammuz is going to be more Simcha than Tisha B'Av. You understand the question? And Yud Zayin B'Tammuz is going to be the first Yom Tov. Yeah? So we say like this. Only he says he's give you an example to understand. A person that is coming to stay, let's say, by someone, even here in Europe, an old person that he was in the time of the war here, in the Second War, and he came to him and said, you came in my house in a special day. He said, what day? Today and tomorrow, we're fasting. Why we make a tanis? Because when I was in the war, I had my family living in this house, and I was living in this house. And Saturday, one day, the Nazis, they came to my house, they broke up the door, and they started to look for stuff in my house, and they started to broke stuff in my house, and they took part of my family, and I hide myself under the bed and didn't solve me. It's only a mashal, yeah? It's not a true story, it's only a mashal. And when they left the house, the second day they came back to my house, and they put fire, and they destroyed my whole house. And in a way, I managed to leave the house and survive. So I'm doing 2 days of tinies to remember this day, that the first day that they opened the house, they broke the door, and the second day because they put fire in my house. So yes, wait, why you have to make the first day? You're already making the second one when they burned the house. Yeah, why is so important the day that they broke the door of your house? Okay, they broke the door, but what is the main day? The day they put the fire in your house, destroy your house. So the main question is, why is so important Yud Zayin B'Tammuz? What the message that they're trying to give us, Yud Zayin B'Tammuz, that is look like from the Arizal, sometimes is more important than the Tisha B'Av. Yeah, in this, because the Arizal said the first day is going to be Yom Tov, and Tisha B'Av is going to be the second Yom Tov. Yeah. So wait, so it looks like Tisha B'Av is more important, but Tisha B'Av.
That's why we call it Yom Tov, if it is Yom Tov is a good day.
Yeah, but when it's coming Mashiach is going to come, and we go to realize, that everything that has happened in our days and the days that we live, we cannot see everything clear. We have many questions. We don't understand many things. Why Hashem doing that? Why Hashem doing this? When it's coming Mashiach, everything is going to be clear. And actually, we go to see that everything was good, because everything that Hashem God is a good. Hashem is the main place that is goodness to the world. Everything that He's doing is good. Maybe we don't see now. We have many questions why He do that, and maybe we don't have answers and how it's possible and how we understand. But it's famous that when it's coming Mashiach, we go to see the whole picture, the whole movie, and how everything actually was for the good. And we go to transform this Avelus to Yom Tov. That's why when the Gemara say when you have a bad news to someone, what we should say? Baruch Dayan Emet. Yeah, when we have a Evel, Baruch Dayan Emet, and we have something good, Baruch Atov V'Ametiv. Yeah. So the Shulchan Aruch say when it's not Mashiach, even when we say Baruch Dayan Emet, we go to say Atov V'Ametiv, because what is the translation of Baruch Dayan Emet? Hashem is what? Is the Dayan, is the judges. Emet is truth. So what He's doing is the right thing. We maybe don't see now, we don't understand now, but in the future, like it's like taking a series in the Netflix, and I see the episode number 8. What is going on there? Maybe the bad guy actually look like the good man, and I don't understand because I took in the middle. We also are in the middle of a big picture. So when it's coming Mashiach, we go to see the whole picture. So it's going to be a Yom Tov. So the question is look like Yud Zayin B'Tammuz is going to be a more simcha that Tisha B'Av. But what happened Yud Zayin B'Tammuz? They came, they destroy the gates of Yerushalayim. They get inside of Yerushalayim. But it looks like this is more important than the day that they burn Yerushalayim, they burn the Beis Hamikdash. How is possible? So he answered like this, with a mashal. He say, a person was very poor, and he was living next to a neighbor that was very rich, and he wanted also to build a house like the rich people, but he didn't have money. Yeah. So what he made, he worked a little bit harder. He keep my money in the side, and he went to a person that sell wood to build his house. So when he coming to the guy that sell wood, he say, I want to build this house. How many wood I need? So he say, you need X number of wood. Okay. Here's the money. That money that I have. When the guy looked at the money, say, listen, this money is not enough even to buy half of what you need. So the guy say, listen, you can make me a price. You can say, listen, I can do a price if you have something of the money, but this money is not enough even to buy half of the wood that you need. But listen, I have an idea for you. I just bought a new container of wood, but the container is not good. The quality of the wood came with a problem, and the wood is not good. Have water inside. It's not good enough. I can give you the wood. You can take the whole wood for you. So the guy was very happy. Like, I didn't have to pay, and I received the whole wood to build my house in the way that I want. Okay. He took the container, very happy, and he started to build his house. And he make a huge house, very beautiful house. But what happened? In the day are coming, and the winter came, and it started to snow, and the house started to make noise. So the guy didn't say what's going on. So he called to the guy that he bought the wood to give a look if it's normal. So the guy is looking and is listening the noise, because we have the snow coming down, and it started to be very heavy in the roof. So the house started to make noise. It started to be very heavy. So what happened? So the guy that gave the wood, he said, listen, you build the whole house with this wood? Say, yes. Say, what do you mean? Even the pillar of the house was keeping the house standing? Yes. Listen, it's a bit dangerous to be like this here, because this wood is not very strong. I gave you a not good one. Listen, I can give to you in the cost price a good wood to make stronger your house. How much is? He gave you a price and said, nah, it's too expensive for me. It's got to be okay. Yeah, like we say in Hebrew, Kelev novech, einu noshech. The dog that make a lot of noise does not bite you.
Blaffen de honden bijten niet.
Yeah, so exactly. So the idea is like, okay, the wood is making noise. It's going to be okay. We're going to survive. The guy say, listen, I cannot take a chance. I leave the house. Okay. So his wife also was very terrifying. In the middle of the night, they see the house collapse, fell down. And by the end of the day, the only one who survived was him. And he lost his wife and the kids. It's only a mashal, yeah? It's only to understand. So what's happened here? The idea is, you have the signal before. Hashem gave you the signal. The wood started to make the noise. He called the right person to check. The person gave him the advice. Listen, it's not a good wood. But he always said, it's going to be okay. I'm much clever. I'm at bad. I prefer to close my eyes. I don't see. And what happened in the end? That's what happened. So what is the nimshal? What is the idea that we take from here? The Torah already say in Parashat in Bechukotai Teleichu, yeah, when you say the whole klalot, yeah, what the klalot is starting. Ve'ifkadeti alechem behala. I go to start to send you bad things, but it's not the consequence. It's only signals to show you that we're not going the right way. And the apostle continues, Vegam tilchui mi bekerem, and you go to continues not to listen to me. Velo tavo lishmo elai, not about you still not listening to me. Ve'yasav telei makai, I go to give you another patch. Yeah? Ve'shalachti bachem et chayat hasadeh. And it's still, that is not the consequence. It's only a signal that we're not in the right way. Ve'im be'ere lo tivasru li, even when I give you the second patch, you not listen to me. Ve'veiti alechem cherev. I go to bring you the cherev, but it still there's not the consequence. Ve'im bezot lo tishmeu li, and they still not listen to me. I'm trying to give you signals, but you don't want to see, you don't want to listen. Ve'achaltem basar beneichem. So we see from the psukim, even from the klalot, how many chances Hashem gave us. Listen, look, what we can do different, what you can change. So now we can back to our question. What happened in Zayin Betamuz? Yeah? Am Israel have more than 3 weeks to realize, listen, something are happening here. Until now, everybody was scary from us. Everybody knew the Yerushalayim, no one coming close because it's the house of Hashem, it's a place that God is there, and everybody was scary to get close to start a war with us. And suddenly we see that they coming, they staying close to Yerushalayim. We don't care. They broking our door. We're not making tshuva. And then what happened? The Chorban Beis Hamikdash. So the message that Afghani is going to say is worse not to listen before than the consequence. The consequence is your problem. But the big problem is when you close your eyes and you don't want to be better, you don't want to take an act and change ourselves. Yeah? So that is the 3 weeks. There is a weeks that to reflect, weeks that we see that we start the velut, for example, from Yud Zayin Betamuz until Tisha B'Av. Here already we start, we cannot make haircuts, for example. We're starting a level of Avelus. And after we're going to a different level of Avelus of Tisha Te'amim, that we're not eating meat and we're not drinking wine. And then we come in Tisha B'Av, there we're not even shoes of leather. So it's levels. Why? Because the person have to realize where we're going, what are we doing, how we can change ourselves. And that is the days of the 2 weeks, and that is the days that we have to reflect and think about ourselves. So it's a small idea that I saw. I think so. It's I liked for myself, so I wanted to share.
Can
So
I ask you,
yeah, sure.
in this period we don't drink wine.
No, in the 9 days from
9
Rosh
days,
Chodesh
yeah.
Av until only Shabbat. Yes,
And Kiddush?
Yeah,
Kiddush
Shabbat.
only Shabbat. Kiddush, Avdalah, you can drink wine.
Yeah.
Have machloikes, but we do by then with a kid. If you don't have a kid, we drink. Yeah, have a machloikes, but let's put it in the side. Yeah, normally you give for a kid, or if you can do,
make something else.
yeah, you can do for a beer. You can do for a beer, but have people that do also in grape juice. If you don't have a kid, whatever. But let's put this in the side. Okay, but Shabbat you can eat meat. Why? Because don't have Avelut on Shabbat. Yeah, Shabbat is Me'ein Olam Haba. What does mean Shabbat is Me'ein Olam Haba? We sing this every Shabbat in the table, yeah? Me'ein Olam Haba. What does mean Me'ein Olam Haba? Shabbat is the level that we connect ourselves to Hashem, that we like in the days that Tisha B'Av, you like the Yom Tov. We can eat, drink, you can eat, everything is fine. Yeah? So that's the small idea that we took from here. And now we can start the halachas of times.
So
Yeah?
the flight.
The flight. Let's go back to the flight. Yeah? So to start, we have the first step is Gemara Masechet Tainis. Yeah? Masechet Tanit, the Gemara say, Daf Yut Bet Amud Aleph. Omar Rav Chizda say, Kol Tanit Shelo Shaka Lav Chama, Lav Shmei Tanit. Every Tanit there, the sun didn't went down, is not called a Tanit. That means that a person that want to fast have to fast until when? Until the sun go out. Okay? What does mean this? Shkia, Tzeta Kochavim. What time is this? From Gemara, it's not clear. Rashi say, Shelo Yitaneh Ad Oto Sha'ah. There are persons that don't make a Tanit until this time. It's like he didn't make anything. It's like Gurnish. It's not nothing. So, but wait, what time is this? It's Tzeta Kochavim or is Shkia? What time is this? So, Tosfot in Masechet Rosh Hashanah, he say that is until Shkia. But the Shulchan Aruch and the rest of the books don't pass like this. The Shulchan Aruch say like this: Kol Ta'anit shelo shika lav chama. What is mean shelo shika lav chama? Dehainu shelo ishlimu at tzeta kochavim, until tzeta kochavim, and he say in brackets dehainu sheiru gimel kochavim. There we can see 3 stars. Beinoniot, there is like not very small, not very big, middle ones, is already night, then you can eat.
I said 3 stars.
Very good. I understand. Einu Tanit. But ve'im dato lechol kodem lachen, einu mitpalel aneinu. And if you want to eat before, so you don't say aneinu in mincha by the Shmona Esrei. Okay?
Jullie Sfarim zeggen.
Ik zeg het al bij Shachrit.
Jullie Sfarim zeggen.
No, the Chazan makes shacharit and with the
In Shachrit you said also.
Ja.
in shacharit we say.
But anyhow, continue.
No, the Chazan say.
No.
Maybe my nusach don't say. My nusach only say
That's
mincha.
something different.
My nusach only say mincha. Sorry, if the nusach in Holland is different, maybe yeah.
No, I'm not in Holland.
No. Sfaradi also say mincha? Maybe. In shacharit. Okay, maybe. My nusach Sfarad don't say maybe. Which one?
We also say nachem.
Nachem.
On Tisha B'Av 3 times.
Yeah? I from Brazil, but I'm making nusach Sfarad. So
Português.
no.
Yeah. Speaking.
Yeah.
Fala
Fala
português.
Português, see. So, anyways, even in my Siddur say don't have a name in the Shacharit, only in Mincha. Anyways, okay.
We say even nachem also 3 times.
Ja?
Shachrit, Marbit, Shachrit and Micha.
Nou, we zeggen alleen.
They have more feelings. They have feelings. They have feelings.
But we don't eat and drink wine until the complete day after Tisha B'Av.
Shavua Shechalbo.
No, on the 10th. On the 10th, we don't eat and drink wine and eat meat the whole day now.
Ja, maar
Not only half day, like the Ashkenazim.
Ja, maar you start later.
That's everything is started. Everything is started because they eat rice in Pesach.
You start later.
That's the only problem.
It's also a matter of minhag.
I'm joking. We always joke that that's why Sfaradim make the whole month of Slichot.
Yeah.
You're joking. Yeah. So
40 days only. 40 days.
40 days only. That's fine. Okay. So the Shulchan Aruch asking that until when the Gemara say Kol Tanit Shelo Shaka Lav Chama, what is mean until Tzeta Kochavim? So a person that wants to make a fast or doing a fast of example, Tammoez, Asara B'Tevet, Tanit Esther, is from the morning until Tzet HaKochavim, not until Ashkia. Okay? The Gemara also in Tanit, but in Daf Yud, the Gemara say, "Haolech mimakom she'en mitanim lemakom shemita'anim." A person that is like in their times, the past, they was very connected to the rain. Yeah, and also today we need a lot of rain. But in the Gemara we see many pages and many amudim about Taniot to bring rain down. Yeah, we see many Tanaim there was fasting to start to rain, and many stories of Rabbanim there was praying to the rain. Rabbi Akiva, they say Avinu Malkeinu, and it started to rain. Many stories about rains. Yeah, and have even halachot. If amount of days don't have rain, then we start to make a little bit of Tsom. And if even is not help, we have to make it more and more and more until the rain is coming down. Okay? So for example, for any reason, a person is coming from one place, they don't making any tanis, yeah, to a place that they're making a tanit. Yeah, for example, a person that's going from Amsterdam to Belgium, and Amsterdam, they don't have a minhag today to make any Tsom, any tanis. And in Belgium today, everybody doing a special tanis. Is an example.
Their problem.
Yeah, but I'm going there now. I am there now. Yeah, so what I should do, yeah, you have to fast together with them. In Hagamakom.
Yeah. This Talamoto, if you're in Israel,
That's the minute.
we say it here at 5th of December.
Yeah.
And in Israel,
You say different, but that, that is okay.
Maar goed, moet je ook.
But if it's opposite, yeah. If it's opposite, mimakom shemitanim lemakom shemitanim. But if someone from Belgium is coming to here, okay, areze mitaneu mashlim. You have to do like the place that you left, and you have to mashlim. Okay, you go to see further why you bring this Gemara. Yeah, it's only the Gemara. We get into the Lacha, but there's a Gemara. But what happened now? A person shachach ve'achal ve'shata. Person that have to make a tanis, and he forgot, and he ate and he drink. Al yitareh b'fnei hatzibur. Don't say to the people, you fasting. I ate. I am fine. Don't do that. Yeah, the Gemara say. Ve'an yani gedunei be'atzmo. Don't say like. I ate already, I forgot. I take a cup of water, I drink, and I take a cookie and I ate. It's fast today. So don't say now, I ate already, finish. Let's eat a whole meal. Let's take the steak and start to eat. Don't make like comfortable to yourself. Yeah? From where the Gemara learned this, Vayomer Yaakov lebanav. When Yaakov sent his kids, his children, the Shvatim, to Mitzrayim to look for food. Lama titaru, yeah? The translation, Lama tiru atzmechem b'fnei acherim, like in the Gemara learning, the Gemara say, Yom alehem Yaakov levanav, al tiru atzmechem keshatem sveim, lo b'fnei Esav ve'lo b'fnei Ishmael, kedei shelo yitkneu bachem. The idea is that Yaakov, they still had food in the house. Yeah, it was a big rav. They didn't have hungry in the whole city and the whole places around, they didn't have any food. But Yaakov and the family still had food by them. But Yaakov say, don't show to the people around us, Esav and Ishmael, that we had food. So what you should do? Go to Mitzrayim like you need also food. Yeah? It's only a small Gemara. They have many questions why he's saying, Lo bifnei Esav, velo bifnei Ishmael. Yaakov was Beretz Kenan. Esav and Ishmael wasn't there. So the Ramban in the Chumash, and also many people talking about this question, but it's not the focus now. My focus is why I'm bringing this Gemara. The reason is that. Have a sefer, Pri Eliyahu. Pri Eliyahu he was a rabbi, Rabbi Eliyahu Zlutnik. He was living like a few years ago. He was the rabbi in the Badatz in Edat HaCharedi in Yerushalayim. So in his book, he brings about this question. We also see a few books that bring about this question, but he also brings this question, and he say like this: he brings this Gemara there. We said, Omar Rav Chiza, Tanit shelo shaka alav chama eno tanit. What is mean shelo shaka chama is until tzet kochavim. So we say, ulefi ze benidon didan. In our case, yeah, שבנסיעתו כל היום לא תשקע החמה, כי על מה שנוסע על ארצות הברית יהיה יום. In our case, a person that is flying from Holland to America, his day only became longer and longer, yeah? ועליו לחכות שתשקע החמה. You have to wait until when? Until the sun going down. There in America, לפי נראה גם כן להפך. But also the opposite. If a person flying from America to here, yeah, is also, if the sun is already down, you don't have to wait the time from America. So he, in the beginning, he take the words of the Gemara, Kol tanit asher tishaka alav hachama. So that means I go in the field, that place where I am. So if now here is night, okay, so it's night, so I can eat. If it's there is still not night, I have to wait until there the sun is down.
Until what time?
Until there is finished at some.
And when you don't have finish time.
What do you mean? Like
when
in Norvegia?
You're going out of space.
Norwegian.
No, not of Norwegian. Out of the earth.
That is too far. That's I didn't prepare yet. Okay.
Because then you go only up, and it stays the same time.
Yeah. You once before the astronaut, before the first astronaut from Israel went to the outside of the earth, they asked the Rav Shach when she put tefillin and what he said, keep the clock of Israel.
Yeah,
that's what the answer they gave.
But that's also the solution when you go to the poles.
Yeah, we got to see this. Yeah, but he's not in the poles. We have day and night. The question is what you should do. Yeah.
Otherwise, you have half a year.
Yeah, exactly. So
half jaar.
What?
Je vast een half jaar.
Je nog een half jaar doorvast.
So he bring like this. He say in the beginning he say, so what you see that if you're going to America, you have to wait until it's night. There, if you're coming to Europe or to Israel, you can eat wherever it's night is here. Yeah, because always Kol tanit shelo tishaka alav chama. That's the Gemara, and that's how the Shulchan Aruch say. Okay, that's the first step. We are going steps. But make a question, an interesting question. The Shulchan Aruch say about a person that have a bad dream on Shabbos. You have people, tanit chalom. Yeah, we call. Yeah. So we say a person that have a bad dream Shabbos. Yesh omrim, mi sheishan shanat tzorayim. A person that went to sleep Shabbos afternoon. V'chalam lo chalom ra, and he have a not good dream. Itane michatzi yom ad chatzi laila, ve'az yavdil. Make fast from now in the afternoon, on Shabbos afternoon, and what? Until when? Not until Motzei Shabbos, until Chatzot Laila, until the middle night, and then you can make Avdol and eat. Okay? So the Shulchan Aruch bring Ubeyom Harishon, Sunday, you have to make a other fast because you fast on Shabbos and Isaiah. So you have to make a other Tanis Ulecha for this. Okay? But that's not my point in the moment. My point is...
But is it Shabbos higher than anything else?
Yes, but we go. Tanit Chalom is a special case. We say a person that's very scary cannot come down. He saw something. I saw something in my dream, and he saw Shabbos that the whole day is going to be very nervous, and he feel like I need to make this fast. I have to put me down. And so you want to fast, but you have to fast from now in the afternoon until middle night, 12 o'clock in the night, whatever is Chatzot. And then you can eat, make Havdalah and eat. And Sunday, you have to make again other Tanit because what you said is not allowed to make a Tanit on Shabbos. Okay, there's the Shulchan Aruch there. So coming back to Pri Eliyahu, to Rabbi Eliyahu, he asked, so what is mean here? What is the idea? If you ate already until the afternoon, you ate the meal of Shabbos, you ate a good chunt, yeah? And you went to sleep after the chunt. What is help now in the middle of the day that you start to fast? So what? And why you have to wait until the middle night? Why not until Tzet HaKochavim? Like If it's night, it's night. What is help to wait like other 3 hours of the night or 4 hours of the night? So he say, we see from here that every Tanit is not only day and night, it's also hours. A normal fast is 12 hours. Yom Kippur is 24 hours.
Normal fast is not 12 hours.
Yeah, in a normal place. Yeah, depends kites or chorif. Yeah, but you say like what is called middle day? Yeah, because otherwise, how we explain until Chatzot Laila? What is Chatzot Laila?
Okay.
He wants to say so. So, but by the end of the day, he say that first, I cannot bring up. So he say maybe a person that is traveling from Holland to America, and if I'm looking now in the time, the Tsom is supposed to be 12 hours, 10 hours. So I have to make the time. So if I fast already this 12 hours, and I come into America, I still have a long day, I can eat already because I fast already for 12 hours. And if it's 24 hours, and it's already 24 hours, I can eat already. But they say, I'm not sure you can bring a proof from this case of Tanit Chalom. Why? Because there is a special situation. What the special situation is, the person wants to fast in the same day that he had the dream. Yeah, the problem, the dream, the same thing that is carrying him. So Chachamim find a way, listen, to fast a few hours is nothing. So at least they give you a time, there is a normal time of fasting. There is until Chatzot Laila, that you make something. But you cannot bring a proof to someone they start to fast in the normal hour, in the right hour, that he also can do like this. So he say, so my problem is different. Why someone that is flying from Holland to America is not allowed to eat when he's coming there? Back to our halacha that we said in the Gemara. I coming out from Holland, and they finish already the fast. So I coming out from a place, if I'm looking back, they're not fasting anymore, and I get into a place, they're fasting now. So I'm not allowed to eat because I'm now in a place that they're fasting there. So I come into this halacha, the Shulchan Aruch say, "Ha'oilech mimokum shemitanim lemokum she'en mitanim itani imohem afilu dato lachzor." Even you have in mind to come back to Holland, you have to make the minhag hamokum there. But he give you a zona place. If you open this halacha, a person that's coming from a place that's not fasting to a place that are fasting, you have a parve zone, michutz laishuv. If you are in the midbar, in the way to there, for example, between Holland and Belgium, you have a midbar, or you have a middle way that they have nothing there, you still can eat there. Yeah, because it's not Holland and it's not there, so it's still you not have to do what they're doing there. So we say when you're still in the airplane, you still can eat because we're still not out. You are in a parve zone.
The fact, what is the airplane? The airplane, okay.
But no, say, I want to listen.
Well, the airplane, who's the jurisdiction in the airplane? When you're flying, let's say you fly with Alal, then it's an Israeli airplane.
If you fly with
when you're United Airlines, it's an American.
Yeah, but I understand what you mean.
So it's not the place. So the soil, where you can speak about soil in an airplane, is either you say US or Israeli.
Yeah.
Or
but I understand what you mean. I even once heard, I don't know if it's right. A woman that had a baby.
The ship is even more clear.
I don't know
who is it. The jurisdiction is, well, so they say the captain of the flight, the chief captain, the first officer.
Yeah.
Oh no, how say it? The gezagvoerder, how you say it?
Yeah, the
captain.
He is the one in charge because you have to make some.
Yeah, but
on a ship, it's the captain.
yeah, but I understand what you mean. I even once heard, I don't know if it's right, a woman that is pregnant had a baby in the airplane. Which nationality is the baby?
We had this case that somebody died in airplane. Where is he? Where is he supposed? Well, what they said is where he died. He died in Haarlemmermeer.
Where?
Haarlemmermeer. What is the ground? The floor?
Yeah,
where it first touched the ground.
Aantal jaar geleden.
Ja, ik weet het.
Je weet niet wat.
Yeah, so I understand what you mean. But what you want to say here is not only the country of the companies. You want to say every moment they didn't left the airplane, you like inside still, so we're not bemokim. You still not a mokim shenoagim leitanet. So you still can eat. Yeah, so we see here from
when you say I'm flying with Al and Al is leaving from here, let's say from Amsterdam, and is going to the US, I'm still here in the. I can consider it as being still Amsterdam
and not in. Yeah, exactly. Very good.
So there is no.
But the opposite is going to be not good. What does it mean? He say, that we leaving Holland and going to America. But now someone is coming from America and getting in Holland. What we saw in the Gemara, you still have to fast.
Okay, I can understand it because then you started on a place.
Yeah, so from him, he's the only one that says such a thing. We go to see the main majority of Rabbanim what they say, but this one say two interesting things. First, that if you're going from here to America, you can still eat when you're in the airplane, yeah. And if you're coming from America to Israel, you have to keep your time from America, okay? For sure, everything that we're talking about here, first, is people that still can do that, but if you cannot wait until so long time, it's very hard to person that is sick or person that is not going to feel well, for sure we don't have to do
this.
Has
nothing to do with that.
Yeah, it's not the only, no, I just put in brackets to be clear, yeah? So let's go to the others.
And you can also take a sip, just.
Yeah. But what is
take your medicine and that's it, fine.
The Igros Moshe, the Moshe Feinstein, and also the Rav Ovadia, and also the Shevet HaLevi, yeah, there is not small people, they saying for sure we don't see this idea of tinies of 24 hours or 12 hours. Say the Shevet HaLevi, say the Igros Moshe, Shinui Hayom Ben HaMedinot, this new thing that we have to fly with airplane from one place to the other so fast is something new. That we don't have.
It's not that new.
No, but it's
because you have the datelines also in the Pacific.
Yeah, but if you're living close to each other, but like, like I sometimes feel crazy that I can bring when I'm going to Brazil to visit my parents, and I can be back so quick. It's like it's unbelievable.
You're early back. You're early back and you're leaving.
5 times as being a Chazan, 5 times I changed between telemotor and not telemotor.
Yeah. In
a half year.
Yeah.
In 3 months.
So he say, "Kasher le'ashiv bazeh." It's very hard to answer about this. Ki en bazeh mekor mamashim. We don't have gemarot or things that we can bring to can say talking about this. But he say, "Af shelepamim urak shaot matot." נקבע תענית על שעות אלא על יום שהוא עד צאת הכוכבים. You say sometimes can be long, sometimes can be short, but the תענית נקבע במקום שהוא שם, in the place that he is there. So if I now coming to America and it's still day, I am there and I have to fast like them. If you are in Israel, you can finish and eat. I don't care, because the place that you are, yeah? And also the Chazon Ovadia, the Rav Ovadia Yosef, he say, "She'en lecha ela makom ve'sha'ato." So what is something, a good chidush that he bring here? He say like this, something interesting. Beshut, he bring many cases from where I see many cases that we're going lefi mekomo sha'ato. We're going lefi the place that you are. He say For example, Beshut Chavatzelet Ashurun, Bedin Otovet Beno. You know what it means, Otovet Beno? He's not allowed to kill a cow and the baby in the same day. Yeah? Is האיסור דאורייתא. אותו ואת בנו. לא בדיוק, לא תשחטו אותו ביום אחד. Yeah? So now what's happened, שנשאל, receive a שיילה, אודות עגלים שהובאו מאמריקה לארץ ישראל. They bring small, the babies from America to Israel. And the mother, נשחטו באמריקה, they make the שחית in America, לפנות בוקר, in the middle of the night. והעגל, שלה הובא לארץ ישראל בתחילת הלילה, באופן ישראל, and when the baby came, is already the other day in Israel, but it's still the same day in America. I am allowed to make a shchita in this baby or not? So the answer is, even it's still day in America. ועלה שכיוון שבאופק ארץ ישראל הוא לילה, אין לנו אלא מקום ושעתו. Because in Israel it's night, we're going with the day, with the place that you are.
How is it with any days of the list?
The same raya. You also bring raya from this? He say, מעשים בכל יום. Very good. But he say about בר מצווה. שהנולד באמריקה וביום לפני הבר מצווה שלו נסע במטוס לארץ ישראל. Yeah, in the day of the בר מצווה is flying to ארץ ישראל. אנו חושבים אותו בארץ ישראל כגדול לכל דבר, בתחילת הלילה שנכנסו בו לשנת 14. Yeah?
Okay, dat gaat niet om die 3 haren.
Okay, we're talking about, but in the next day, in the morning, you can read the Torah, even it's still day before in the place that you're coming from. Also opposite.
Nee, maar als hij nog geen bar mitzvah is, kan hij...
Yeah, that's, yeah.
Maar hij kan heel zeer zijn. Zelfs een vrouw kan heel zeer zijn aan een man. Voor creatie Torah.
He say also for Pidyon Ben, the same idea. And bring also the idea about a woman, they have to wait 7 clean days to go to the mikveh. Also, if she's flying in the day before she have to go to the mikveh, if it's night already in Israel, she don't have to wait for the night in America. She can go right in the mikveh when it's night in Israel. So we see from these all halachas that we're going lefi the place there you are. That's the idea of the Rav Ovadia, the Igros Moshe. There you're going lefi the place there you are. Yeah, you want to say something? Okay. And if was opposite, you say a person that coming from Israel to America, יש להחמיר עליו להמתין שם עצת הכוכבים של ארצות הברית כמקומו ושעתו. And if you're going also from here to America, you have to wait, like the place there you are, you have to wait until the night. Okay? So that's the idea of the Rav Ovadia, the idea of the Igros Moshe. And have here the...
But that's not about the date line.
Date line will coming. We are still nights, yeah. Date night, okay, let's have also we go to jump to the day night because it's interesting.
But it's not halacha.
No, it's the halacha because it's not, that's what I said in the beginning. Because not something specific, there you can say, the Shulchan Aruch says, in the time of the Shulchan Aruch, we don't have airplanes.
No.
But we can try to bring proof to here and proof to there to say here's the same case. You understand? By the end of the day, even the I don't know what happened with this page.
Dat doe je toch niet altijd in Gemara, dat je dingen vergelijkt die gelijk, ook de Nederlandse wet doet dat, gelijke casus, gelijke situaties, gelijk behandelen.
Why I asked this because 25 years ago, this was the first time when I go to New Zealand. So I asked the responsible rabbi here. I hear there's something with the timeline. What do I have to do? He said, well, of course, it's acceptable rabbinate in New Zealand because the head of them is the London chief rabbi. So he said, go to New Zealand and do what they do. So Shabbos is Shabbos. But years later, Rav Patwa told me he had a job in New Zealand because they had a huge milk powder industry. And he said, we keep Shabbos on Sunday. So yeah,
They also don't have days and nights, what? Why until Sunday?
Shabbos, because the
Shabbos is finished very late.
Maar je hebt geen 6 dagen gewacht en dan is Shabbos.
Ah. Okay,
Maar dat is hetzelfde. Iemand die komt, een schipbreukeling.
Yeah.
Op een eiland. En die is buiten bewustzijn is geweest. En die telt, de laatste keer dat ik weet was het een dinsdag. Dus ik tel nou door, woensdag, donderdag, vrijdag en dan is het Shabbos.
Yeah.
Totdat hij in de bewoonde wereld terugkomt. En dan gaat hij, is precies hetzelfde.
Yeah.
Want dan gaat hij, oké, dan neem ik over wat die plaats heeft.
Yeah. Because the Shut Shevet Alevi, the Rav Wosner, he say very, very explicitly. For example, להוסיף, ואין שום ספק בליבי, וכמו שאנו מתירים לחולה, שמתענים באלה, ובמי שאי אפשר לעמוד בתענית, וכן מתירים לזה. If a person is sick, a person cannot wait until the night in America. It's going to be very long to him, for sure. Eat. Yeah,
yes, but
That's something different.
Wait, yeah, it's totally different. But it's no, even not. Yeah. But he say, להוסיף עוד 10 שעות ויותר, וכבד מהמעלות, he say here, שנשאר מעיר סטוקהולם, שמנהגם שאוכלים בי"ז בתמוז, 8.5 שעות אחרי חצות.
Yeah.
After the חצות, they count 9 hours and a half, and they eat. Why? אף על פי שעדיין יום גמור אצלם. We know they don't have nights there. The whole day is, like you said. כתב בעל נחלת אשכול, שנראה לי טעמם, שכיוון שבשעת גזירת חז"ל, when חז"ל they make the Tsom, they said, we have to fast in this day, לא היו יישוב ישראל במדינות צפונים האלו, the Jewish people didn't live there, yeah? מקורא לא חל גזירה חז"ל, כי אם בדרך זה. חז"ל they make any גזירה only this way, that what is the normal time of Tsom? Is normally the Tsom is י"ז בטבת is finished 9 o'clock, so it's more or less this time. So they have to do that because they don't have option. They don't have nights. So what they should do to fast 6 months? No. So at least to make like is in a yeah. So they make in a middle way. אבל he say. אי אפשר להטיל חיוב זה בכל כך שעות יותר מהפטורים מלתנות. Like we said, you cannot force people if they're coming from here to America and now they have to fast the other 4 hours. Yeah, you cannot force people to do so long in the way that we have different books, different rabbanim, that they matter to eat like the time in Holland. So if you cannot keep the anymore, yeah, and it's already finished from the way that you're coming from, so eat. So yeah, but the better is not in the front of everybody. No. Keep to yourself, you eat, and you're fine. But if you can keep, you say the best is to do like the place that you are. Yeah. Okay. So now we're moving. We go to do very fast because the time is already came. Okay. So maybe the next time I speak, we can't only start with this point because he speak about exactly. If you okay, so if he completes the other day, yeah, no, that you brought up, yeah. But for sure, he say the Gemara say, what is the difference between Tisha B'av and Yom Kippur? זה ספקו מותר וזה ספקו אסור. We have a sofek, Tisha B'av is mutar, Yom Kippur זה אסור. So what is ספקו מותר, ספקו אסור? A person that by mistake make Tisha B'av in the wrong day. He thought today is Tisha B'av, and he made the Tisha B'av. Tomorrow they come to him, listen, today's Tisha B'av. Why you fast yesterday? It's today. So what is the halacha? You don't have to fast again. You fast already. But Yom Kippur, no. Yom Kippur, you have to fast again. Yeah? So he say a person that is flying and you have the day difference, you make already the fast. Now you're coming there, have a new one. It's not on you already.
The
You fast
same
already.
problem is on als ik mijn gamets na de verkoop terugkrijg.
He brings
Ja?
this.
Ja.
Yeah, see, the
Op
guy
de
brings
8e dag Pesach en het is voor mij nog Yontif en het is
even more. A person that takes the first flight after Pesach or after Yom Kippur and is flying to a place that is still Pesach or is still Yom Kippur and he eats chametz or he eats there. Is chayav or not, karet or not? We have a lot this week. It's not finished.
Okay, thank you very much, guys.
Shkoyach. Thank you very much.
Joods, hè? Als er geen probleem is, dan maken we
I have a date, if you want. It's 27th of September, that is 12 Tishri, 2 days after Yom Kippur. It's okay for you?
Ben ik er niet. Maar
We are new people after Yom Kippur. I don't know how to ask it under me. Maybe. Yeah, I think it's okay. If I have any problem, I tell you.
Any problem? Yeah, okay.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very
Thank
much.
you.
Obrigado.
Obrigado.
there are nice booklets about the